Let's see if everything's set up okay. Looks like the mic volume's just a little bit too loud. Hey, should be good to go now. Hold on, let's get started. Hey there, and welcome to our first stream for Operencia, the Stolen Sun. It's a dungeon crawler RPG by Zen Studios, who are usually the ones behind a lot of pinball games, so this is something a little different from them. This is the first time I'm actually going to be playing it. I did accidentally click on New Game at one point, but I quit out straight away, so that's why I still have 0 hours, 0 minutes playtime. Let's just jump right in. Let's not skip the prologue.
On the other side of imagination, there lies Operencia, a world where reality embraces fantasy, where dreams foretell destinies, where history meets legend. I hail from this land, and I have a story to tell. I was there when the great dragon, Fate, rose from the depths. None could stop him. Humanity faced its doom, until arrived the Sword of Legend, until arrived Attila.
Looks fine for sure. Nothing wrong here.
We should have seen this coming.
Well, it's not every day an army dares launch a surprise attack against the mighty Attila.
And it is not any day that an army defeats him.
I imagine part of you admires such an ambitious assault.
You know me too well, Reika. It's just...
You prefer to be the one surprise attacking.
precisely.
We're here.
Make haste. We must get to the gate immediately.
Have you any idea what to expect?
Yes.
Perhaps you'd like to prepare me?
No.
Your brevity suggests either unimaginable horrors or tales of past love.
Can they not be one and the same?
Oh, this will be interesting.
So, as I was saying before that, except we have a new set of characters to start with. I guess I'm just for the introduction.
I've always wanted to visit this village. It is quite pretty.
No time to admire the scenery.
I know.
We must move forward.
Do keep your eyes open for useful objects, though.
So I say we don't have time, but we're going to take the time to just looking at everything.
We will camp here after our victory.
Quickly change increase the sensitivity of the camera. It's not too big of an issue, but... Where are we at? There we go, that's alright.
I'll let you handle this, my love. Nicely done.
Highly professional pushing stuff over.
This is some fire.
Let's go back to the huts. I have an idea.
There, that bucket. I hope you're ready for this.
My sword is always ready.
Of course. But is your bucket? Let's fill it down here.
I see your bow is ready for battle, my queen. Good, for battle is nigh.
Looks like it's time for some real action now. These are no everyday marauders.
This gate spawns creatures Operencia has never seen.
Don't worry, human. There are many more to come.
They talk.
Not for long.
So yeah, like a lot of dungeon crawlers actually, I'm guessing there's actually bonuses to each row, aside from just having like, taking more or less damage. Yeah, so certain skills work better depending on the row. Yeah, a lot of this seems relatively normal for now. So, spells always hit, but I'm assuming these are way more mana than every other skill type. Yeah, I like the way the information is laid out. Guessing that is a mechanic we haven't run into yet. So we have a chance just to use our varying abilities. That only really goes for the back row if you want to do the most damage. Yields. Guess we'll go with some more AoE.
And there you have it.
Guess that means level 30 is max level.
My king, my queen, you have arrived.
You wear the robes of a Taltosh, but I do not recognize you. Who are you?
Gunsel, your majesty. A traveler.
Where is everyone?
Dead. Please, come with me.
I guess that's another party member for us.
We were very close to sealing the gate when a wave of underworlders came along. Slaughtered everyone.
We must seal it now ourselves.
I see the light traps are in place. I'll activate the first dish.
Drop some visual settings. Seems like my piece is not quite good enough to handle streaming and everything on high at the same time. Shadows. Oh, try anything else. Let's see if this. Set everything to medium. Hope for the best. That's a nice meal.
I am blessed to witness your powers of light firsthand, my lady.
It's only the beginning, friend.
Reflecting solid rays across the gate will seal it.
Yes, just a few more like this. I had always heard gates to the underworld are much smaller than this, even undetectable to most Operencians.
I know only of gates intended for individuals. This is the first centered on full-scale invasion.
How many others have you seen, my lord?
Just one. Long ago. Far away.
The soldiers sent to retrieve this part did not return.
Good. This was feeling too easy.
Let's hope it's nearby.
I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Having something done. Hit him with a bomb. This looks like the magic user of this bunch. Why not? Use as much AoE as possible. Not quite enough. This doesn't really matter. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon.
There it is. The missing dish.
Heavy.
My cart is nearby, if you need it.
He'll manage.
I think you know what goes here, Your Majesty.
Naturally. Tell me, Gunsel, how did you survive?
I was away. Then I hid. My only option, I'm afraid.
Indeed. You're with us now. There is no need to hide any longer.
I've never felt safer in my entire life.
He has that effect on people. At least the ones he likes.
looks like it took a fair bit of damage there. Seems pretty useful, recharging energy of the party members. Somebody managed to die within one turn. Overkill.
You did it!
And now we only have an entire underworld army to deal with.
Sounds like my kind of a day.
Their celebration was short. A surprise attack from above burned everything around them to a crisp.
What was that?
As I feared, a dragon.
Surely they are only legend.
If only they were.
I'm suddenly feeling a lot less safe. No offense, Your Majesty.
Wasn't gonna be a fantasy world without a dragon or two.
There, did you see it?
Yes.
Yes?
It's too bad you won't be able to face him yourselves. Succubus, to me!
If I must,
Your reluctant succubus hails from the underworld, wizard. You do not. Why must you stand in our way?
My order knows what is best for this realm. That is all you need to know. King. Succubus, attack!
I...
Now!
No.
Your companion has left you.
Now you must actually fight for yourself.
My sword has slain tougher than the likes of you.
Well, Wizard certainly didn't do a good job with it. So she has a single target heal. So the other guy has an AoE. This attack sounds pretty strong, so just keep using it for now. Since they're on the front row. Yeah, so they can even counter status effects being cast on it. This guy? It's not. It's a ranged attack on the guy in the front. Should be enough.
I don't enjoy killing, but you're an exception.
Good for now.
You've only delayed your death, Conqueror. You will not defeat the dragon.
I beg to differ.
Yeah. Because it's only had a weird filter on this voice thing. So can you look outside the bottom?
What brings you here, fire lizard?
You represent your species well, human. Completely ignorant and full of hostility.
Says the leader of an invading army.
Though born in darkness, dragonkind favors the light. Long have I watched from below, as my brothers and sisters have attempted peaceful homesteads in the middle world, only to face constant threats from humanity. We seek a realm under the sun, here in Operencia. You simply will not allow it.
Dragons arrive to Operencia with nothing but fury and malice. You are no different.
You are wrong, because I am different. I am the first to enter this realm with nothing but fury and malice. It is the only way.
Can we kill him now?
Yes.
Really some fine negotiation going on there. Starting at the top. Seems like he's agreed on, isn't he? It is very well. Does he take up all 3 slots then? Those. I guess we'll find out. Science a few times, which is not good. I'm not able to do a whole lot of damage right now. So guarding just from charge energy. Guess we'll keep attacking for now since he is the most. How do you still block? Still the silence wears on. There we go. Look at the science. Open words. spider damage on one enemy.
Let them come.
That sword, I was not prepared.
Few are.
None are. Did you truly hope to resolve this matter with sheer brute force?
It seemed to work for you. You still don't understand, do you?
I suppose I never will.
Attila's triumph cemented his legacy. The scourge of demons. Peace reigned, until one day, the great king died, and with him, order and unity. Attila's great battle was but a forgotten tale. Driven by vengeance, the underworld developed a new plan. With no strong leaders in Operencia, who would dare try to stop them from invading the middle world? Who, indeed?
Yeah, let's avoid going in hard way. Stick with normal across the board. Yeah, for sure. There's only 3 classes to choose from. I'm guessing there's one village you can expect each one. Swords, axes, hammers, spears, and most handheld weapons pointed and sharp. Yep, that's sounds like a warrior, alright. Basically just the close quarters melee / just melee DPS. Hunters, bows, daggers and stuff. Yep, it sounds about usual, although light spellcasting isn't something I'd usually expect from a hunter. I'd usually expect just no spellcasting full stop. Not the class I'd usually go for, like sort of lighter range / like beefy sort of playstyle. Mages actually just going to be the high intelligence magic user. Yeah, it's squishy but can do a lot of damage and have quite a lot of utility. Go with warrior, it's my go-to most games that I've character created. New character portraits. This guy seems to be enjoying himself. The esports pose going on. The origins giving a relatively minor boost. Just a sort of buff. Megan Gosia. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that. Territory known as Baron Gosia is so remote, many Operencians doubt its very existence. Every bit as real as Operencia itself, however. One of the most difficult regions to live in. Sounds like a great place. Floods, blizzards, drought, earthquakes, and other natural disasters plague Baron Gosia, an area so dangerous that only the strong survive. Strength, hit points, which is nice. chance to revive at the end of a turn when you died. That sounds situational at best. The other bonuses are nice, but that just sounds not great. Brown Forest. Intelligence. I don't quite think we'll be needing that for the sort of build I'll be going with. And Arani... oh my god. Is it easy to tell that I can't pronounce her names very well? Arani Atiyaska, the Golden Father, first visited Operencia. His initial steps were taking in secluded woods known as the Brown Forest. Ever since, the region has been a place of pilgrimage for every Peltos and Gabaroncius wizard in the land. Those who hail from there live their lives with a greater affinity for learning magic than other Operencians. So yeah, if you're going with wizard, pick them. I wonder if there's a reason to actually pick these for the, for at least for a warrior. Seems like it would have no purpose. I guess we'll find out later on. Last mountain seems to be generic. Yeah, the generic hunter sort of pick. Extra agility, ranged hit. Although skill costs being reduced is nice all round. At the edge of Operencia lies a great mountain made of glass. An eagle born of magic encircled the mountain, protecting a tree that grew golden apples at its top. When a young adventurer slayed the eagle, the bird's magic spilled across the entire foot of the mountain. Ever since, those who live in the area have been blessed with greater agility and a stronger constitution than most other Operencians. So, yeah, I can see this being useful for a hunter, though it's still not bad for a warrior. This looks like just all-rounder sort of deal. Plus 2 to everything, like to all attributes, and an additional passive skill slot. And the other thing is just describing that again. Most of Operencia is surrounded by a vast enchanted ocean. Those who grew up regularly braving and swim alongside the legendary creatures of these magical waters are said to have a slight edge over other Operencians in just about every aspect in life. There's only really 2 choices here, and Sea of Operencia is sounding pretty good. I'll stick with that. But a few extra points. Probably just go for strength and vigor. Forgoing the rest. Always go 5-5. So each point, health, energy, everything. Just put out energy by 1 every time. Intelligence is 2, wisdom is 2. Fair enough. So 1 health, 1 energy, some block. Supposedly initiative, I guess every 2 points, yeah. Hit rating. Actually, it's going to be good for some vigor. Yeah, so it's mainly just 1 extra health and defense, with a bit of energy and physical resistance on the side. Go 7 points strength and points of vigor. 6 for sure, why not? Gives us a decent boost to health. Yeah, actually, sounds about right. Talents. Taunt, basically a given. I'd like to have a tank party. May as well make my great character the tank. Damage attack with stun. This is okay. Like here you can do more damage, but there's no stun, and there's a chance you wouldn't get the second hit off anyway. So we'll go with bash. Name. We'll see what the random generator brings us. Valentinus. Sure. Sounds good. The heroic.
Long ago and far away, a young farmer dreamed. A white stag guiding him to a special place. Every night it returned as he slumbered. The same deer, the same hidden path, the same castle under a lake. His father knew this to be a sign. Surely the work of Chodasarvash, a miraculous deer of legend. Reluctantly, he urged his son to follow the calling and to never look back. For he was a young farmer no more. The next morning, the young warrior admired the sunrise. He set forth on a journey he did not yet understand. His only guide, a vision that made him question his sanity. It would only get stranger from here. A sense of awe struck the young warrior as he approached the sunken castle. He had no explanation for the unnatural sight before him. A pathway led from the forest to the foot of the lake, and then through it. As he passed through the swirling wall of water, his wonder suppressed his fear. Each muddy step drew him closer to his destiny.
Quite like the art during the cutscenes. Nice style. Does look quite different from the actual 3D. Still looks fine, just it's not quite as stylized.
Inside the gate sat the figure of a man against a pillar. He appeared unconscious, or worse. The young warrior thought him dead. He poked at the body with his flimsy blade, just to be sure.
Ow! Hey, did you just poke me with a sword?
How do I know? I shouldn't have done more than just poke.
You have nothing to fear from me, friend. I'm guessing you even have me to thank for entering this cursed castle in the first place. Well, you're not stealing my reward. I've already had enough taken from me today.
Reward? Of course. You created the path in the lake?
I possessed the magical amulet of Zotmund, and I went through hell to acquire it. The amulet's power opened up the entrance here. Thing is, it's no longer mine. As I entered this forsaken fortress, a wretched old man saw fit to pin me down with an arrow and steal it. And for good measure, he knocked me out with his bow just before he left with the amulet.
The welt on your forehead is remarkable, yet you're basically unharmed. He seemed to take great care not to irrevocably harm you.
Tell that to this irrevocable headache. Help me out, please. I think I'm all right.
Well, good. Then you can tell me what you know about this place.
Happily. I'll explain as we go.
As we go? I wish you well, whoever you are. But I don't need you joining me.
The name is Yoshka. I don't care what yours is. And I'm not joining you. You are joining me.
That's not how this works.
Oh, just shut up and open that chest. Should be a key in there.
Very friendly.
Yoshka, are you writing?
So what if I am?
Nothing. It's just... you don't really strike me as the writing type.
You don't really strike me as the writing type either. And it appears that only one of us is right about the other.
Fair enough. So tell me, what do you write about? Your innermost feelings?
Oh, please. It's more about the people, places, and things I encounter throughout my travels. I need something to take my mind off of all of this madness around us.
So you log the madness in your journal?
I have more control of it there. Would you like to read it? I have nothing to hide.
Looking to double the size of your audience, I see.
Ha! I suppose so.
Looks like there's a fair amount of information stored away in the journal. Decided to write about himself at some point, I suppose. You read this possibly long after my own death. Yeah. So we'll close this up for now. Nice. Appreciate having a log of previous dialogue.
There, you see? A key and some other goods as well. We should equip those.
Good old rusty sword. Ape. Good inventory as well. Guessing we'll be able to sell them later. The key. We'll get used to grid-based movement with the free camera. Just reiterates what we already knew.
Why would anyone lock this place up? There's nothing here but water. On the ceiling.
And in the hallways.
Not exactly a normal one. I'm going through. Little frog guys. Guess he's going to be our healer for now. Let us save our energy. Suppose I can use the number keys as well to select. Oops. Now I know. At least I'm going back here. I don't want to bash. Shield.
Well, that's a new one.
If the legends are true, these were men once. Transformed by the curse that sank this stronghold. Condemned to serve King Breck until death.
And I suppose this King Breck wants us dead.
Him, the dragon. Does it matter who, really?
Dragon?
Yeah, that dragon.
Let's find a safe place to rest and we'll talk. Stay quiet for now. We may attract more Zoldyck.
Or worse.
Sounds fair. Just one tile of water. I wouldn't mind so much not having like key icon and stuff on the map, but not having the map at all didn't sound as fun.
Don't look at me. I don't have that key.
The place that requires a key. Somehow hasn't thrown it away. Not gonna find out whether I instantly die when I run out of oxygen or not.
Locked. And we don't have the right key.
Over there in the corner. That wood is just begging for us to burn it.
Burn the wood. There we are. The last corner I didn't
The companions took time to rest, equip themselves, and chat. Yoshka told of his true reason for being there.
King Vakar is a tyrant and a bore, but he does offer a nice reward. 9 wives of his finest soldiers have been kidnapped, now slaves to King Breck in this very castle. Many knights, including said 9 fine soldiers, have been sent to rescue them. Guess how many have returned?
None?
None. You can tell Vakar is really desperate if he resorts to the likes of me for such things. I heard a rumor he's down to 1 young knight, and you know none of this.
I know it sounds crazy, but I'm literally following my dreams.
Yoshka listened to his new associate's tale with a mix of great interest and charmed disbelief.
guess it should be safe to assume that every soldier that's come here has just been turned into a frog guy.
So a deer showed up in your dream, and it led you here?
Well, I did have the dream several times.
And you just walked on into a sunken castle, not knowing what to expect, because a deer in your dreams told you to come here? Yet evil frogmen surprise you.
When you put it that way.
Now they're talking underwater. Let's just not worry about it. Oh, 1%. Sixth floor.
As they encountered their first trial, the companions marveled at the intricate system of levers and gated pitfalls. Surely the work of a madman. It felt right at home in this cursed place.
Who builds a castle with gated pitfalls in the ground?
An ancient tactic to confine groups of prisoners and creatures to specific areas.
You seem pretty familiar.
You could say that.
So you don't just fall down? It is really tempting to jump down. Let's not do it.
Hey, look at that. The one who follows a deer to certain doom actually has a brain in their head.
Yeah, I can go a few levels every now and then.
Are you here to save us?
Oh, quite fun there.
I'd say keep your guard up, but I just want you dead.
We should show the status elements if you just hover the mouse over them. Poison as well. It's listed underneath in there for just for one time, right? Yeah. Get us kitted out.
Are you here to save us?
Look, I have to put something on my wrist first. The urge to jump down, it's too great.
Could you help us?
None of the doors that goes through. Find this.
You're the first ones not to die fighting those frogmen. Thank you. That key should help you too.
The way out is clear. You should be able to exit through the front.
We won't forget this. I promise.
6 more till riches. Come on.
So, what are you here for? As if it wasn't obvious before already. Like every one of these, just in case. Someone not climbing in. Oh. The door chest. Can't use it. Sell it later on. Okay, maybe let's not do that. I think we did a decent amount of damage.
How did this castle sink? Is it actually cursed?
So they say. It's a long story. Feel free to shut me up if you just want to move on with things. I won't mind.
Happily.
Can't say I blame you. Anyway, before King Vakar ruled these lands, he had a rival king. His brother, King Brek. Welcome to his castle.
It's lovely.
Though both kings built impressive armies, their biggest war was one-upmanship. Brek was constantly adding on to his castle. He even had the legendary Stonemasons Guild contribute a few times. A couple of years into their pissing match, just about 2 decades ago, Vakar told Brek he had managed to curse this place, and all it would take were the tears of a young maiden to submerge the castle into the lake.
Turning all his warriors to Zoldyck as well, I presume. That's some curse.
Exactly. Brek thought Vakar was bluffing though. I mean, really, wouldn't you? So he decided to pull a bluff of his own. A peace proposal. A farce of a celebration took place at this very castle, with many from Vakar's kingdom in attendance as well. Vakar himself chose to stay home, however. A wise decision.
That party must not have ended well.
Brek ordered everyone there from Vakar's kingdom head home with a message. That he had seized the kingdom's 12 most beautiful young women to serve him as horses would his chariot. Do you think this will make them cry? Was what he instructed all who returned to Vakar to tell him. But sadly, Vakar had not bluffed. Brek locked the young women's faces to mouthpieces designed for mighty steeds, whipped them, and ordered them forward. The first tear was shed just a few steps ahead. The lake around you is now known as the Lake of Anna in the crier's name. Depending on whom you ask, the effect was immediate or took days. But you're looking at the ultimate result of it right now.
I hope the innocents survived.
They did. In fact, I heard Anna took the opportunity to leave the kingdom for good. Vakar is no saint when it comes to his own people either. Some even suggest the 12 women escaped by transforming into swans, until they peacefully swam back to shore.
Well, you didn't just make that all up on the spot, did you?
Oh, please. Alas, not even I am that clever.
2 kingdoms with 2 terrible kings. Bother resting here? I don't know how rare.
I hope you don't think this is the beginning of some kind of legendary friendship. Soon as we get paid, I'm off.
Well, you're the one welcoming me to this partnership. Remember?
Touché.
a skeleton. I guess it makes sense. Taking a whole lot of damage right now, which is fine. What does this mean? Sure. I haven't blocked next turn. Not a whole lot of damage there from this link. Yeah, let's just keep attacking it now. It might take a while. One more hit for this guy. Just keep end up missing.
Barely broke a sweat.
We're getting close to level.
Skeletons that fight like men. Maybe even better than men.
Ah, so we can use these outside of battle. It's helpful. Ah, that's a nice system. Equip this stuff before I forget. Shoot. What do you mean? Just didn't come in with any shoes. Very smart of him. I guess we didn't either, according to the equipment screen. Okay then. Break. Ambush the skeleton. Yeah, I do have the damage bonus. We'll make this more damage bonus and see how much we can this guy. Yeah. Oh, next turn. Maybe we don't need it. The enemies aren't doing all that damage.
That's all for that one.
Should be good just doing basic attacks.
Oh, that one seems so nice.
Not quite sure I agree.
So soon?
Another piece of equipment and level up.
I've never seen such advanced necromancy at play. Fallen knights, perhaps?
Talent points. There we are. This is just attributes. Give it all into strength for now. And his agility, for sure. We'll show it all in agility. Double up points in vigor and strength. Yes, so your healer just doesn't die straight away. A lot of different slots available there. Time to look through what we get to pick from. That's just upgrades to. So I guess we just have to put a point into one of these. On so this goes into basically just a better taunt that costs like way more, but pretty good. Block, I wonder if it still redirects damage anyway. So this looks like the DPS sort of tree. This is the CC sort of deal. Yeah, bleeding. Chance to insta-kill. AoE. Yeah, we'll go down this path for now. Okay, so I just select one of these and these are all the same. Simple enough. That's for him. There's a lot more to choose from to begin with. In fact, I only need to put 1 point in here and I unlock some more poison. Debating what to put stuff into, because it depends. He does have healing, but it looks like it's just a minor one. Might get a better healer later on. I like the idea of just being able to poison everything. Poison resistance, intelligence. So intelligence determines the crit. We'll go with poison damage bonus, seems fairly self-explanatory. And find out how we get best. Choose some sort of lever as well. That's the next obstacle. That's a fast boy. Okay, the damage bonus, nice. I completely forgot that I can't actually. It's kind of stupid of me. I can't actually attack this guy.
Why'd you even bother?
We're just tickling us at this point.
Anything worth stealing?
Every battle we've probably got something out of it. There isn't really much of a difference, except for a different description. What I can tell. Oh, we can take some these weapon racks. Whatever to say.
Come on!
Let's not try to poison him again. mow them down the basic attacks for now.
Next time, let's go for the sneak attack.
We did go for the sneak attack though. I don't think those shoes are any better. Already own. Oh, they have a different size. Game clearly doesn't think they're better. Nothing back here? Not even other? Need to find weights as well. So we'll double check down here first before we move on. It's another glove. Kind of creepy either way. This area doesn't have anything more for us. Onwards.
Well, I take it that seeing all those bars in the dungeon brought back some bad memories for you.
Yes, adding in the lovely stench of rotting frog carcasses.
Well, this whole place smells like rotting frog carcasses.
True.
True.
Come on!
They're poison resist, but they're not poison immune.
Stay down.
Oh, he's really big poison then. Better heal up after
How rude of me. I never caught your name. Oh, that one seems so nice.
So, it's putting poison in this thing, sure. It's a nice system. So this is the way it's supposed to be, which means...
I thought dragons were fiction. Do you think we'll actually end up face to face with one?
They say that the dragon is actually King Breck's pet. There's a little more to it than that.
I sense another story coming.
Much more personal this time. You see, that dragon is Breck's prisoner because of me. I saved his daughter from it myself. What, you don't believe me?
Not for a second.
It's true. Well, my 3 brothers helped. Last time I ever saw them. Probably 30 years ago.
False sentimentality doesn't make it any more believable, Yoshka.
A huntsman, a tailor, an astronomer, and a thief. Guess which brother impressed his father the least?
The lying one?
Huh. Not this time. We combined our skills to free the princess from the dragon. I never felt so close to them. We thought we had killed the damn thing. But alas, Breck felt compelled to nurse it back to health and keep it locked beside his throne room. Breck promised us each great lands in his kingdom as a reward. Funny how he never followed through there. He certainly had plenty of time to. Before becoming a frog, I mean.
I'll play along. What became of your brothers?
It's more a matter of what became of me. My reputation as a thief was harming them. They disowned me.
I'd say you've got me now. But you haven't earned that yet.
Well, who says I'd want to, dear dreamer?
Appreciate how much actual dialogue there's been so far. Sometimes when I play dungeon crawlers, they actually have that much dialogue, which can be fine.
I'd say keep your guard up, but I just want you dead.
I like the actually interaction between characters. Yes, I should die. Some sort of display by the health bars to show what status effects they have would be helpful. Or some sort of text log to show what's going on. Just needs a few refinements here and there.
So soon?
So far.
What was that you said about the skeletons being fallen knights?
The best I can come up with is that we're fighting off the rescuers. When they died here, the curse turned them into skeleton warriors.
How did anyone even get down here without your magic amulet to open the way?
Do me a favor, would you? Stop worrying about anything making sense.
Save again for good measure. Guess we don't take firewood too quick, though, but let's spare at least one for now. I'm sure I will need to be able to make it to the exclamation markers without having something in.
Locked. And we don't have the right key.
Isn't that great?
Normally, a bear, a fox, and a mouse carved into a wall would just be a decoration in a castle. But here, something more.
As though you know anything of castles. That said, I agree.
I don't mind that dynamic so far. Nothing really said with like another character just to pop up the more varied. There's only so much you can do with two characters.
Easy.
Hey, Mog lovers. Juska. Oh, he didn't even. I must have. Oh, I missed those instead. Oh, it gives extra vigor. Fair enough. There's one here. Actually, it's to it else. Could be for the exclamation. Oh, firewood. One. Keep going.
Something about this door looked promising. Did it lead to more prisoners? Certain doom? Perhaps both.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Let's go over here first.
Over there. Did you see that?
And I did. Yes.
We've been here before. On the other side of this rubble.
I wonder what caused this part to collapse.
This lever opens that way. This lever opens.
Oh, that.
straight up better across the board. So the weights relate to let's jump this way.
What odd statues?
It's the glowing eyes in particular that will haunt my nightmares.
Still do okay damage with range. Just check what it is for the up.
Next time, let's go for the sneak attack.
That's better than the sword I have. Creepy. Oh, some jewel. Is the optimization thing a little bit weird? Guessing so, since short sword just looks better in every way. Yeah, I guess the optimization is not quite right. Because sword are clearly better than rusty. Also, it's kind of. I guess that's not too important, right? We'll have them both dual wield for now. Have them up a shield later on when the enemies start actually doing damage. Showing that.
We know where this goes. Let's drop it off soon. It literally exists just to be heavy.
I thought you said you didn't want to go back into the dungeon.
I did, but gold, probably.
Yes, probably.
Where did this weight go?
What? No keyhole?
Haven't you learnt yet? Nothing's that simple in this place. Let's take a closer look at that contraption.
So, wait. Corridor on the western tower. Oh, that's gonna suck up. Feels like he's maybe some and find which is the biggest problem with games like this when they're puzzles where you miss something, you have to backtrack. Backtracking to find something is often not very fun.
Don't look at me. I don't have that key.
Southern corridor, I'm not sure what these levels are all about, why they were using those. Quick double check. Theory. There shouldn't be anything here, but it's somewhere on the way back. Sure, makes this way worse. Rather than spending half an hour just to find a single item. But let's keep going. This just leads to a locked door, which requires me to do another puzzle. I wouldn't have to go back past where the powers don't mean I don't need those. Southern corridor. Junior just meant here. explore the previous area quickly. It's also locked, which requires the area on the side. This place just corridor. I did turn it up, but how does that sound? Because it was like my voice was way too loud compared to the game audio earlier. It looks like this is not the place I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, that's fine. I think I must have changed it a bit too much. It definitely was off before, but then I've changed it to be too bad the other way around. The game's pretty fun so far. I am, however, stuck looking for an item, and the instructions in game don't quite make it obvious where it is. So I'd hope to not be stuck looking for a single item for a while. But it's, so far it's pretty good. There's only the limited amount of what you can do so far, since low-level characters only having 2 party members, but it seems promising. It's definitely slightly different to a typical dungeon crawler. Having the free look's always a bit weird as well with the grid-based movement, but it's not really that hard to get used to. We'll find this item. I refuse to stop looking for it until I can get it. Just been staring at the floor for a while. Southern corridor, sure, is where it should be, but I don't really get what it means by southern corridor. There's only so many places it could be. Don't think I've missed anything too obvious. Unless of course I have, but that's a possibility too. Yeah, I had to turn the visuals down to make sure the stream would run a little bit better, especially in the opening segment, but it does look pretty good. I don't think it should be running as... I'm guessing it's just because I'm streaming that it doesn't help my frame rates, but I didn't think it would run as badly, but I'll have to test it out without streaming. Yeah, it is, obviously it's a generic-y sort of dungeon area, but it looks way nicer. I like how the water's on the roof, like it has floating water. Yeah, hopefully I don't spend the next however long actually looking for a single item.
Don't look at me. I don't have that key.
It wouldn't surprise me if I'd managed to walk past it many, many times. So it seems like the enemies have only a set encounters, there's no respawning. So once you've killed the enemies, you've killed them, so I'm not going to be running into enemies constantly either. Yeah, so the game's fully voiced, and there are quite a lot of actual interactions, especially if you rest at the campfire for the first time. There's usually a new, like for every campfire there seems to be at least one new conversation, which is nice. Like get the actual created characters voiced too. They actually like have their own personality. I don't know if it changes between classes or not, but it's a nice touch. I guess that's why there's limited actual character customization, just so they can actually have a set character. One more check over this area. Otherwise I think I'll have to think it through for a bit, but I haven't seen anywhere this item could be. Unless I've managed to just somehow look past it every time I pass through. Well, the way the save system works, it's sort of like, well, when you start the game, there's a few difficulty settings you can pick. But, yeah, see, it does autosave on this setting, but there are, I think one of the modes made it so you could only save at the bonfires. But there's one system that's kind of like, it's not like Resident Evil, but it's sort of like where you have a limited way of being able to heal up using the bonfires, because you have to use firewood, otherwise you can only save at them. Which is kind of nice, though. I guess if there was infinitely respawning enemies, you could obviously back yourself into a corner, like by running out of firewood and resting too many times, because I only think I found like 4 or 5 pieces of firewood overall. So if I'd used all those up, then I'd be kind of stuck. Yeah, I haven't seen anywhere where this item could be. I found 2, which leaves the one that's supposed to be in the southern corridor, but that doesn't really mean a whole lot, so I basically just started looking everywhere. Can't go through here because it's related to another puzzle entirely. Yeah, I'm kind of lost. Check every square of the map thoroughly. This area keeps looking like there should be something, because it just seems out of the way, but oh, such luck. I like the audio. You can sort of hear stuff going on in the background. Kinda creepy. Found myself. Really doesn't seem to be anywhere else that I've missed. This place just had some other quest item, or just the chest. I'll give it another few minutes before I'll take a break. Definitely going the wrong way now. This was something else. Yeah, so this is a dragon about, so every now and then you'd be like, the dialogue and stuff, and then suddenly like everything would be shaking. It's like it's a pretty good atmosphere. But yeah, getting stuck on a puzzle that suddenly it doesn't help things, because as far as I can tell, there's just no. I don't think it's a bug. It's just, I mean, like I guess there's a chance. I feel like more it's just the instructions aren't clear, because it says Southern Corridor, but I absolutely don't know what it means by Southern Corridor. I've like looked through the southern like part of the map. Also, I can't unlock this. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the puzzle later. I'll quickly check the last I'll recheck one of the areas and see if reloading will help, but this is where I'll have like missed it every time. I'll have walked past it multiple times and somehow just not seen it. This was always the place I was expecting, because it's sort of a corridor in the southern part of the map. But nope. Nope, no luck. I'll save and quit and then reload it. Yeah, this is where it's just in a blatantly obvious place and I've missed it constantly. It wouldn't surprise me. So, yeah. I already found the one that was... Yeah, also I can't do anything with this yet. This is related to the puzzle I'm trying to do. So none of these actually work yet, what I can tell. This is where I wish there was just some sort of option to have it show you on the map. Because before it was showing where there was where the key was that you needed to progress, which seemed unnecessary, but now that there's something that is a little more awkward, it's not, there's nothing showing. Seems a bit strange. Yeah, I can't open any of these yet. Nope, nothing. Because I wouldn't imagine them because this is where you find the first one and the note. I wouldn't imagine they require you to backtrack to get to the weight, because I need 3 weights, which I have 2 of. I didn't imagine you'd actually have to backtrack at all. As far as I can tell, there's nothing I missed on the map that could obviously be where it is. Here's hoping I don't get lost. I'm hoping I can find this, but clearly I'm not having much luck. Place only seems to have a locked chest, which I can't open quite yet. Oh well, I think I better stop here for now before I spend the next 20 minutes getting irritated over missing a single item. Thanks for anyone who was watching our stream. The game releases tomorrow, so hopefully we should have some more footage by then. And hopefully I'll actually find this item so we can progress past this one puzzle I'm stuck on. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time.